This is the Inficon helium leak detector system, model UL 500 dry, manufactured by Leybold. It is powered by 208 volts, three-phase. And let's take a look at some of the main components that make up this system. First, there's this internal control panel that also acts as the main on-off switch. And the heart of the machine is the mass spectrometer, which is mounted right behind here. Also giving easy access to changing the filament exchange for the spectrometer. It is a dry vacuum system. And underneath here we have a Leybold scroll dry vacuum pump. The scroll is the 4-pump, which supports a double-headed turbomolecular pump here. It is a very, very clean vacuum system. Also, when we turn the system on, we will also show how it does its own internal calibration. And mounted inside is a calibrated leak source that the machine can reference on. Again, here's the main power switch. Once we turn it on, the system will boot up and also perform its own self-tests. There are no errors. Now the system will automatically start the pumps and start to pump down the mass spec. The system will now automatically perform a sensitivity check of the mass spectrometer. It will then auto zero the reading, so we can start from a zero set point. And the system is now ready to use. Underneath this cover is a control panel that allows you to set different options and configurations for the system. It also allows us to do an internal calibration. It's simply done by pushing the calibration button and then executing. This takes approximately 2 to 3 minutes, and it will calibrate the mass spectrometer to the internal calibrated leak source. Once calibration is finished, it'll show you on this display, and then you can just hit clear, and the system is ready to use and ready to test your workpiece. Once the system is set up to actually operate a test, it is as simple as pushing the start button, in this case, the system is pumping against itself. It is blanked off. And to stop your test, just push stop, which also vents the test chamber. We have 3 different calibrated leak sources. These helium leak sources are annually recalibrated to reflect the amount of helium that's depleted over an amount of time. This particular unit has been calibrated to 1.47 times 10 to the minus 7th. I personally did this recently in January. We'll use this one first. These calibrated leak sources have also been checked on other systems and compared to make sure that they're within an accurate range. Okay, we will just simply push start. And the labeled system reads 1.4 times 10 to the minus 7. And our leak source is 1.47 times 10 to the minus 7. Very, very close. Our second leak source was recalculated recently as well. 3.2 times 10 to the minus 8. Let's push the start button and see what it reads in the label system. And the label system reads 3.7 times 10 to the minus 8. And again, the source is 3.2 times 10 to the minus 8, which is again very close and within range. Our third and final leak source was recalibrated last year at 7.8 times 10 to the minus 8. Let's see what the label will measure it up. We push the start button. And the label system is reading 8.8 times 10 to the minus 8. That's still going down. This is 7.8 times 10 to the minus 8. But considering that this is a very old leak source, that's pretty accurate. Stop. Also, there is a volume control on the back of the console here, so you can either raise the volume of the buzzer or you can turn it off completely. Very reliable, extremely rugged commercial piece of equipment, and very simple to operate.